Blackstone Audio presents Louis D. Brandeis, American Prophet, by Jeffrey Rosen. This book is read by Traber Burns. To the memory of my grandmother, Bertha Walensky Katzenberg Gittler, June 15, 1903, to August 14, 1998. Introduction. Isaiah and Jefferson. Louis Brandeis was the most important American critic of what he called the curse of bigness in government and business since Thomas Jefferson. And in 1934, he was increasingly alarmed about the centralizing tendencies of Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal. Concerned that big corporations were driving small farmers off their land, Justice Brandeis summoned Adolph Burley and Rexford Tugwell, the Columbia law professors who had designed the early New Deal agencies, to his austere Washington apartment on California Street. Pacing around the room, which was decorated with prints of classical ruins, Brandeis denounced corporate farming and warned FDR's brain trusters that big businesses were controlling the nation's destinies. He had voted to uphold the New Deal in the year since FDR's inauguration, he told them, but unless he could see some reversal of the big business trend, he was disposed to hold the government control legislation unconstitutional from now on. The prophet made good on his threat. On May 14, 1935, Brandeis warned Roosevelt through their mutual acolyte and future Supreme Court Justice Felix Frankfurter that the 11th hour of the New Deal was at hand, and 2 weeks later, on May 27, 1935, known as Black Monday, the court handed down 3 unanimous opinions striking down elements of the first New Deal on the grounds that they created unchecked, centralized federal power. When Roosevelt first heard of the court's decisions, he was stunned by the justices' unanimity. "Well, what about old Isaiah?" he asked of Brandeis. "With the majority," his adviser replied. Isaiah, however, was not finished with his prophecies. He summoned another FDR adviser, Tommy Corcoran, to California Street. Although the new Supreme Court building had been completed the previous month, Brandeis refused to move into his chambers, viewing the marble palace as an extravagant monument to big government. "This is the end of this business of centralization," Brandeis told Corcoran. "I want you to go back and tell the President that we're not going to let this government centralize everything."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?